Hi, I'm Kathryn Janicek, and I'm a media and public speaking trainer. And I am actually recording this on Zoom right now, which a lot of people use. And I have been training clients on how to use video conferencing systems better, how to appear better in your messaging and in your delivery when you have to show up like this instead of in person. And you might be finding yourself having to do this a little more often than in the past, right? So this is my world. I've been coaching clients for years on how to do this. And many of my clients have to do it when they appear on Fox News and they're not in that city, or Bloomberg News, or CNBC, or a television station that's not even in their country. I also train clients on how to do high-level interviewing through these video conferencing systems. And then also sales demos. A lot of companies are doing their sales demos through video conferencing now. So I help people learn how to get their message across, cut out the distractions, and really deliver it and get the sale better when they're using video conferencing. Many of you are now adjusting to this new home office, and I want to help you. I'm going to talk about some very specific ways you can make a better impression through video conferencing. We're going to talk about lighting. We're going to talk about backgrounds. We're going to talk about how to be camera ready. We're going to talk about how to look alert and make better eye contact during these video conferences. You can make a really great impression just by doing a couple specific things. You don't want to shoot with a window behind you. So say right now I'm on Zoom. I use Zoom for all my video conferencing, and I am set up in my home office, but now, you might not have had a home office. So you're trying to figure out where you're going to set up your computer, your camera, your iPhone, whatever you're going to use for your video conferencing. The biggest thing is not to have a window behind you because the lighting is just not going to be great. You're going to be dark. Trust me, try it, set up your camera, and you'll see how awful it is when you set up in front of a window. Even if you have the blinds down, a window is not a great option behind you. I'm set up here in my office. I like to show, I have 3 Emmys, so I show that. So when I'm trying to land a sale, clients understand that I have some expertise in media training. You might have some specific things to throw up behind you. If you don't have anything specific, a big plain white wall is perfect. Make sure there's not some, an outlet behind you or a light switch or something that's distracting. The biggest tip here is to cut out the distractions, making sure that that background isn't so distracting where someone isn't locking into your eyes and understanding and taking home the message that you want to land with them. That's huge. The next thing is lighting. You want to make sure you have great lighting. So if you can set up, you're in a kitchen now, or you have a home office, or maybe you're converting your bedroom, a portion of your bedroom to a home office, see if you can't face a window. Natural lighting from a window is key for this. If there isn't a window that works for your situation, you can get a light. I use, what you're seeing me shoot on right now, is I use a specific light. I use the newer light. It's a ring light. It's cheap. It's under $100. If you want my specific light, you can go to amazon.com/shop/Kathryn Janicek, and I put the light in there. You also really want to make sure that you're camera ready. You don't want to show up to a video conference just rolling out of bed. So yes, make sure we comb our hair, right? Just make sure that there's nothing distracting. I'm not telling you exactly what to do with your hair because we're all so different and beautiful, but make sure there's nothing distracting your audience. You have to wear makeup. When you put some light on your face that you're going to do with a light or with the sunlight, you want to make sure that you don't look too washed out. You want to look like you're alert, you're awake. You're accentuating the things that you want to accentuate. Your eyes. The eyes, you've heard, are the window to the soul. We connect with the eyes. You want to make sure that your audience is really connecting with you. So women, you want to make sure that you're wearing your makeup. You might need to put a little extra on for this video conferencing. Put some blush on. There's some things that might disappear when you add a light. We get kind of washed out. And a lot of the clients I coach are men, and they do wear a little bit of makeup. You might be homeschooling now. You might be doing a lot of things that you normally don't have to do at home. So you might be a little tired. And men, it's okay to wear a little bit of concealer underneath your eyes. Some men wear it to work. You're really going to need it also for video conferencing if you do have big dark spots underneath your eyes, because of the fact that you're honestly taking on a lot more roles at work. When it comes to clothing, the lesson there too is don't get the person distracted. You want to make sure that that audience member of yours, you close that sale with them. You make sure that your message sticks with them. And if that means wearing a solid, making sure that you make sure that nothing else distracts them except for this amazing deal you're giving them, or the amazing coaching that you're giving them, or the sales demo, or whatever it is that you are trying to get across in a video conference. Don't let your shirt, your dress, something else take center stage. You want your messaging to take center stage. Don't let your clothing, your hair, your makeup, your lack of makeup distract an audience. Don't let your background distract an audience. Make sure you're not doing this from your bed. People know what a bed looks like. A couch can be fine as long as you're sitting in a way that makes you look like you're alert, that you're excited about this. You're not just leaning back on the couch or leaning back on the chair. Let me show you something. So when we interview, we want to sit in that front 1/3 or front half of that chair. Okay, right now I'm leaning in. It looks like I'm really interested, which I am really interested. I'm making great eye contact. You want to look alert. If I was to, first of all, this is a swivel chair. If I was to sit here and swivel, it's very distracting. Also, if I was to sit back in this chair and just kind of sit back and give my talk this way, it doesn't look like I'm that excited and engaged, right? So you want to make sure that you're sitting up straight. You're sitting forward, you're kind of leaning forward a little bit, and you really make great eye contact. And that's another thing, is that eye contact. You're just gonna get drawn to your own picture and to the monitor where all of a sudden, you know, all these other people are gonna pop up during your video conference. Try really hard not to look down at your face or someone else's face. You wanna look at where the camera is, because then you're actually looking at your viewer. You wanna look at your audience. You wanna make eye contact. If you were looking down like this, looking over here and talking, that's really distracting. It makes the person feel like you really don't care, that you're looking at something else, that you might be checking your email while you're talking to them. And that's not engaging. That doesn't show them, hey, I really want to do business with you. I really want the sale. I really want to help you. That doesn't give that message. So make sure that you're making very good eye contact with the camera, but it will end up looking like you're making eye contact with them. A lot of people get on a video conference. Have you been to a video conference and all of a sudden somebody's ceiling shows up? It's like they're on their phone or whatever, and you see their face. They have this floating face here, but then there's all the ceiling up here, you know, a lot of headroom. What you want to do is just bring it down and put your monitor on a book, and then bring that monitor down. That's what you want to do instead of having all of that ceiling. Does that make sense? Because then you are looking like you're just sitting across from them at a table. You're at eye level. It's the shot that they're used to seeing, the viewpoint that the angle they're used to seeing. So that's really, really important when it comes to video conferencing. While working remotely might be a little bit of an adjustment right now, I hope that these tips will help you be more successful, feel more confident, and really keep working the same way that you were before and at the same level. I'm Kathryn Janicek, media coach and public speaking trainer. Please let me know if you have any other questions, and I'll shoot another video. Good luck.